This is a nightmare. Imagine being stabbed multiple times at a job where you barely earn quarter of the money you put into the business. This young lady was in her workplace where she worked as a cashier at a bureau de change office, minding her own business, going about her day, when all of a sudden, this man, a Senegalese man who resides in Gambia where this incident happened, under the guise of changing $100,000, claiming he wanted to send it back to his family in Senegal. The young lady, who goes by the name of Fatoumata Kalbo, decided to attend to him since she was the only one in the office. But before she could do anything, the man, who is named Aruna Tine, immediately switched and asked her for water and a place to perform ablution. You know, he's Muslim, and I think she's also Muslim too. So when he asked for water and a place where he could conduct his prayers and his ablution, she understood it, and she decided to show him somewhere, gave him water, and allowed him use the restroom. Now, put in mind that the way we're hearing this story is coming from his own point of view. At this time, she is already dead. So, according to him, according to Aruna, he claimed when he got to the office and requested the water for the ablution, he probably wanted to do the ablution before he continued with sending money to his family. Fatoumata helped him out and gave him the water and directed him to the bathroom. He claimed while he was there doing what he was doing, she came behind him and tried to stab him. When upon he fought her back, collected a knife, and stabbed her multiple times. She then ran out, believably, seeking for help, crying, rolling on the floor, and, pretty much collapsed before people gathered and she was taken to the hospital where she was confirmed dead. So it's not exactly clear how Aruna was caught, but given this picture, he is still close to the business place. So I would assume Fatoumata came out first, and then when people saw her screaming for help, they saw him come out and he was immediately held under arrest till the police came, before he turned the story around, presenting it like it was self-defense, because I guess there is nothing left to do. If he did come to steal, he can't steal anymore because people will see him with the money. So he came outside presenting self-defense, presenting a fight, presenting the story that he was in the bathroom. She came to attack him, probably to steal his money that he had come to change, and he fought back. So when people heard his own side of the story and those people knew who Fatu was, it did not make sense to them. Something did not add up. Something was like, nah, this girl would not want to attack you. It did not just make sense to them. It did not click. She was a very free-spirited person, very jovial, and she was very professional. So they just did not believe him. However, there is news that he has admitted to trying to rob her, because this incident happened about 6 to 7 days ago. So it's been later updated that he has admitted to trying to just rob from her, but she was not making it easy, and so he did what he did. And it's still not clear if he has admitted, because since he's in custody and he's in jail, a lot of people, or not really a lot of people, some people who are, because he's Senegalese, remember he's Senegalese and he did this thing in Gambia, so a lot of Senegalese are kind of believing his story. People will take their own side, people will believe their own people. So a lot of people who are Senegalese are saying that he might be right, but since he's a stranger in Gambia, nobody will believe him. So it's weird to me, because some of the argument is that if he really wanted to rob her, he would have probably not allow her escape out to blow his cover. That is what they are saying, that he would have done it there, killed her there, collected the money, and walked out. That's why many people are believing it was really self-defense, because of the time of the day he did it, and pretty much, the idea that because she's a woman and also because he's in Gambia, the Gambia police are being unfair to him because he's Senegalese, and they're not believing him, and they're trying to, spin the story around. I get that we have to defend our people. It happens a lot, even most times when certain people or when certain foreigners commit crime in other places. It's a lot tougher for them. Even if they are the victims, the scrutiny and the expectation for them to defend themselves will be heavy. But you see, for this case, for this story, I call bullshit. Sorry for using that word. It does not make sense that, see, once you are the one who goes into someone's place of work, someone's house, someone's own space, you cannot claim self-defense. In a way, it's difficult for you to claim. If she had come to where he was if he was the one working and she had come there, it would have been a different story. But you don't know her from anywhere, she doesn't know you from anywhere. Why would she attack you for your $100,000 Dalasi? Do you know how many people come there with dollars, and you came with $100,000 Dalasi, and for some weird reason you think she would attack you for it? And besides, you wanted to do ablution and you came to that place to do it. There are so many places in this area where he was that he could have done that ablution. Gambia has a large Muslim population. So him choosing to go to where they change dollars to go and perform his ablution, at the same time he was going to send money to his family in Senegal, it's very suspicious. You want to perform ablution, and of all the places to do it is where they change currencies, is where they change money, is where people do a lot of financial transaction. That is where Mr. Aruna felt was the right place to go and do the ablution. And I don't believe that story, to be honest. I think that story is a lie. I don't think he went there, asked her for water, and she gave him their bathroom to do it. But I don't believe it. He made it up. And my disappointment is, if I've said it already, is that you see, places where they change money, all this financial institution, all these microfinance offices, all these places, POS, where they withdraw money, all this micro business that deals with money exchange are great targets for robberies. Those are some of the biggest targets for a lot of petty criminals like this man. And it's usually important to have those kind of business at a place that have a good security system. It's unfair that this woman was put in charge of a financial business with no security man, no security officers. She had to be there to defend it when a big man like this come to steal with a knife. Not only can he even beat her up alone without a weapon, he came with a knife. What chance did she have? She stood no chance. And as tragic as this is, I will blame, not necessarily blame, but I feel like the institution, the office, our bosses, our employers failed her. They did not protect her. They did not do a good job protecting her. They usually have that bar that separates them from the customers. I don't know if they have it in this one. And probably if they did, that should have been enough to protect her for a while, I guess, till she can call for help. Maybe they did not, or maybe for some weird reason he was able to convince her to come out of it. Maybe that's where the ablution and the whole thing comes out from. This is a religious thing. He could easily use that religion and sentiment to lure her out of it if there was a protector. That would have been a thing that he would have done, and probably that would have been his chance to get her. And she would have fallen for it easily because she too is Muslim, and that could have been it. That is if they have the protector. If they don't have it, then it's unfortunate that they failed her. They didn't protect her well enough. It's sad. I think he wanted to rob and it failed because she came outside and exposed him. Why didn't he run out? You were attacked by a girl and you were able to grab the knife and hold her hand. Why didn't you run out, sir? With all your masculine power, you would have thrown her away and run out. Then you would have been believable. You stabbed her multiple times. She came out before you. The person you stabbed came out of the building before you because clearly she wanted to run away from you. While she was running out, you were busy looking for where the money was. You were trying to pick the money. He probably thought she was on the floor lying and going to die. And while he was busy searching and looking for the money, she ran out. And that's what I think happened. Go to jail. Thank you. But you guys let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about this story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And also turn on notification button so whenever there's a new video, you'll be the first to get notified.